какую-то ерунду выкачал. Решил попробовать поиграть. Так, что у нас? Звук, речь. Что все? Да. Как дышит. Хорошо дышит. Напрочь убитый. Совсем убитый. В говно убитый.
My head. What the hell? Johansson. Novak. Novak, come in. Great. That's just great.
Что такое? Йоханссон.
It's the tube that supplies the chamber with the fluid and electricity. Maybe I should check it closer.
Это понятно. Что за...
Pal to Novak. Novak, can you hear me? Nothing. I hope he's okay. It's the tube that supplies the chamber with the fluid and electricity. Maybe I should check it closer.
Как ее поближе посмотреть? Машинный зал, лестница. Шли в коридор.
Novak to Pal. Come in.
Finally. This is Pal. I read you.
Listen, I'm injured. It's really bad.
What is it?
Man, it's bad. Just get to the cockpit as fast as you can.
Okay, hang in there. I'll be there in a minute.
До какого кубрика добраться? Понятно.
It controls the door. The hydraulics are under pressure. If I could release them somehow...
Якась хренотень.
It's stuck. The computer must have tried to close it according to the atmosphere containment protocol when we crash landed. I hope the hull is intact. I can't use that to force it open. I broke it open with the wrench and released the valve.
Опа.
Wow, that does look nasty.
Right. Listen, we need to get this rod out. Since Matek has sealed my wounds, so I'm alright for now. But you will have to chop the holes in the suit after you've removed the rod. You'll need some glue for that, I guess.
I think we might have something in the cargo bay.
Hurry up, all right? And everything shut down after the crash. So while you're at it, try to get the power back online and reboot the mainframe.
Вот нагрузили, так
I'll get on it.
нагрузили.
I'll monitor your progress on helmet cam. Radio me when you need help.
Thanks, Novak.
That's still captured to you.
Yeah, make me say it.
Just get to work.
I don't want to pull the rod out before I find something to seal the suit with. Both consoles blew up. First Novak's, then mine. I got lucky, he didn't. I hope he makes it, though. I admit, I don't like him that much, but I don't want him to die either.
Так, задание где-то почитать могу.
Get that screwdriver. You might need it later.
Где мне эту отвертку взять? А вот она. Это ж хорошо, что прочная.
I should operate the other screen. The touch panel has no power. There's a small crack behind that bulkhead. It's a small fracture on the ship's hull. I need to seal it with something. I don't want to put that there. It's empty. It's too dark there. I wouldn't see a thing. It's too dark there. I wouldn't see a thing. The door is held firmly closed by the hydraulics. I can't force it open. The panel doesn't have power. I need...
Давайте попробуем также ее
This
разбить.
control panel seems...
Нифига.
I need to use something with power in it.
Если не вот это.
I've unscrewed the tube. There's an adapter piece underneath it.
Это хорошо.
The panel doesn't have... The door is held firmly closed.
Там темно
It's
и
too dark
страшно.
there. I wouldn't see a thing.
Так, и шо?
It's empty. It's empty. That's not gonna seal the suit.
А так,
That's not gonna seal the...
а вот так.
That's not gonna seal the suit. Both consoles blew up. First Novak's, then mine. I got lucky.
А ну, может, им проводки подкинуть?
The console is beyond repair. We'll have to find another way to pilot the ship.
Так. Не обращайте внимания, немного туплю, потому что что-то не выспался. Так, и шо?
The touch panel has no power. That won't do any good. I could break it.
А если отверткой?
I could break...
Если я вот так
That
вот
doesn't
сделаю.
need screwing.
Так, тупим.
It's a small fracture on the ship's hull.
Ну, чем? Ну, вот этим разошел.
That won't seal the hull breach. It's an endless desert. Why do spaceships always crash land on desert planets? Why couldn't we have crash landed on a tropical beach planet?
И хрен с ним поспоришь. камуфляжу было бы идеально. Так, а тут ни черта, тут тоже. Чё за хрень?
I broke it open with the wrench and released the valve.
Я смотрю, здесь точно делать нечего.
It's empty. The panel doesn't have power. I need something to power it up.
Ну, разве что так.
I need to use something with power.
Говорят, тут батарейка. О! Да, логично. Военно-морских сил. О! Теперь надо найти трансформатор.
It's the main power conduit that channels power to the rest of the ship. It seems to be offline. It has a safety switch that shuts down the power going through it to prevent the user from getting electrocuted. The main panel got loose, and it activated the safety. Several cables seem to be loose. They must have been torn down when we crashed, and most of the conduits are fried. The ship has very little power, and the reactor is offline. It's beyond repair. Several cables seem to be loose. They must have been torn down when we crashed. It's beyond repair. The ship has very little power. The middle engine looks fine from the outside, but you never know. We'll ultimately find out when we get off this rock.
Средний, то передний.
The right engine is shot to hell.
Тоже сломан. Логично.
Johansson, our late engineer, used to use the top of these cabinets as a work desk. They're full of his stuff. I can't use any of that stuff. I don't even know what they're good for.
Головки аппликатора.
There's nothing else there.
Нет, так нет.
It's too dark up there. I wouldn't see a thing. It's too dark up there. I wouldn't see a thing.
И там темно, и тут темно.
The panel is functioning perfectly, thanks to the batteries. I won't be able to tighten the screws. There, I've tightened the screws. Wait, that should have turned off the safety.
Initiated bootstrap of mainframe. Warning, main reactor offline. Currently operating on auxiliary power.
Finally. Nice job, pal. Computer, determine cause of course deviation.
Course compromised due to an extreme gravitational anomaly.
Specify source of anomaly.
Shockwave regression analysis places source of anomaly on the second planet of the Beta Cygni system.
Specify our current location.
Beta Cygni 2.
Wow, we're on Deadrock? The Deadrock?
Looks like it, yeah.
Well, that's just fantastic. Of all the inescapable places in the galaxy, we had to end up here.
I admit, it sounds pretty bad.
No, this is way worse than bad. We're on the one planet that no one's ever returned from. Even the UN has declared this place off limits.
Well, you're right, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Computer, damage report.
Main reactor offline. Engine 1 and 3 offline. Hibernation chambers 1 and 2 offline. Hibernation chamber 3 non-functional. Hull breaches detected in cockpit, medical room and cargo bay. Carbon dioxide concentration in ship exceeding toxic levels.
Wow, that's all?
It's not as bad as it sounds.
Yes, it is.
No, listen. We might have a chance to get out of here after all. We still have one engine intact, and the thrusters seem to be working too. But you need to see what's wrong with the hibernation system and seal those breaches. Go and check the CO2 filter in the med room. It hurts like hell when I try to move, so I'll just stay here. But I'm trying to scan the planet's surface for life signs.
It's humming peacefully now. The middle engine looks fine from the outside, but you never know. We'll ultimately find out. Several cables seem to be loose. They must have been torn down. The right engine is shot to hell.
Так, ну я так понял, я теперь могу в медицинский отсек сходить. Да. Так и да.
There's a syringe inside.
Хорошо. Медицинский, так медицинский.
This is where I found the syringe. It's an access panel for the life support system and the power grid. That was pretty easy. This steel pipe is part of the O2 circulation system. I wouldn't do any damage if I removed it.
Ну да.
It's supposed to be an examining table, but Johansson used it as an extension of the desk when he ran out of space while working on one of his experiments. But it's surprisingly tidy now. I should present it with something to analyze. It's circulating the air and working the CO2 filter at the same time. I'll have to shut it off from the cockpit to get a look at the filter behind it.
Я понял. А письма его нельзя, да?
It's a status report on the hibernation chambers. It says there's a malfunction in one of them. If we can't fix the hibernation system, there's no point in even taking off. We wouldn't survive the voyage without hibernation, even if we go to the nearest starbase.
Opening hibernation chamber 3.
I've opened Johansson's hibernation chamber. I should go and check him out.
Если мы вот так вот...
I don't want to put that into the blades. I don't want to put that into the blades. I should present it with something to analyze.
Ладно, пошлите эту капсулу проверим.
I can see something inside the drain, but I can't reach it with my fingers. It's too deep. The screwdriver isn't long enough to pick out whatever's down there. I need to figure out some other way to get it out. The steel pipe is too thick to stick it down there. I need to figure out some other way to get it out.
Тогда только так.
The syringe can't reach whatever's down there. I need to figure out some other way to get it out.
Ладно, надо вниз сходить. Это хорошо.
It's a universal adhesive that uses nanotechnology. This baby fills up holes and cracks like nothing else. The nanobots inside distribute the material.
Так, я так понимаю, что вот это нам надо. Так, а это...
That's a good idea, but parts of the glue gun are still missing, so it doesn't work yet. It's full of fine leather jackets. It's full of fine leather... The containers are blocking the way to the back of the cargo bay. They must have fallen down during the crash. I can't move them by hand.
Так.
I should take a sample of that and try to figure out what's wrong with the hibernation.
Совсем немного. Так. Так.
There's not enough glue in the syringe to seal the breach. I'll save this and try patching the hole with a larger dose later.
Когда будет больше, да?
I managed to get the rod out and seal the suit, but I don't think he'll be able to move anytime soon. His suit's medhack needs to take care of his wounds again. I'll just leave him here to rest for now. Oh yeah, and I broke the syringe in the process. Sorry about that.
Ну, кто бы сомневался. Кто бы сомневался. Так, так, так. Кто бы сомневался. Так, надо засунуть это, я так понимаю, вот эту хрень
Analyzing
сюда.
sample. Please stand by. No living cells found in sample.
Did you get that, Novak?
Yeah, it looks like the nutritional fluid is shot to hell. It must have been the extreme gravitational forces. We'll have to replace the fluid somehow.
Have you seen all the sand out there? I doubt there's anything living on this Deadrock. I think I get the name now.
That doesn't really help us, you know. But I've been able to scan the surface, and I found another vessel that has crashed. It's not too far.
Were they caught in the same crap we were?
How am I supposed to know? I don't even know why we crashed. I detected no life signs, so it must have been a while ago. Anyhow, you'll have to visit that other ship.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, I've been unable to jumpstart the reactor. There's just not enough juice. Plus the computer says that the plasma injector is fried in engine 2.
Damn, it looked like it was okay.
The good news is that the other ship is emitting a standard military distress call. So it's probably a military ship, which means compatible parts for us.
I never thought that one day I'd actually appreciate your enthusiasm for all things military.
See? Anyways, see if you can find some replacement for the hibernation fluid. And a spare injector for the
Сильно
engine.
разговаривающий,
It will
да,
need some extra
как
power.
зафал.
So take that anti-fuel cell from engineering with you, if you haven't already.
Is that all?
And get me a cheeseburger while you're at it.
Okay, pal out.
Large fries,
Pal out.
diet cola.
Knock it off, you stupid son of a...
I heard that.
I know. Now let me get to work. It's a status report on the hibernation chambers. It says there's a malfunction in one of them. If we can't fix the hibernation system, there's no point in even taking off. We wouldn't survive the voyage without hibernation, even if we go to the nearest starbase. I've opened Johansson's hibernation chamber.
Да, ну да, она открыта. Вентилятор. Вентилятор. Единственное, что вот это...
I don't want to put that into the blades.
А что делать? А вот это интересно.
There's a small crack behind that bulkhead. It's a small fracture on the ship. That won't seal the hull breach.
Не загерметизировано. Так, ладно. Надо, я так думаю,
I could
клеем.
carry some of the nano glue around in that, but I need something I can use to apply the glue to an exact spot.
Почему последние слова?
I could carry some of the nano glue around in that, but I need something I can use to apply the glue to an exact spot. It's full of fine leather jackets.
Сиотку нашли.
No use climbing it. The upper walkway is blocked as well. I can reach the bottom with it, but I can't get that thing down there hooked. I need to figure out some other way to get it out. That doesn't need any electrical patching.
Сломанный что? Топливный элемент. Ну да.
That won't seal the hull breach. That won't seal the hull breach. I should operate the other screen. That turned off the ventilator in the medical room. The ventilator is running again. The readout says that the carbon dioxide levels in the... That turned off the ventilator in the medical room.
Я понял. Ладно, пошли посмотрим. Вентиляцию мы отключили. Как-то так. Че сюда приперся? Лошара. Лошады Никандара.
I've done my share of analyzing for today. I've taken out the old filter. I'll have to find a replacement somehow, but I'm almost sure that I won't find a spare part on the ship. I might have to rig something together from what I do find.
Да. А кто бы сомневался. Так, что-то у меня мысли закончились. Пробоина. А это что?
That won't seal the hull breach. This is where I found the syringe. It's supposed to be an examining table, but Johansson used it as an extension of the desk when he ran out of space while working on one of his experiments. But it's...
Понятно. Тут я ничего не сделаю.
I can't use any of that stuff. I don't even know what they're good for. It's humming peacefully now.
Как-то логика закончилась.
I can see something inside the drain, but
А если туда рыбку засунуть?
I don't want to put that there.
Куда эту карту?
I don't want to put that there. I can't turn on the ventilator because I've taken out the CO2 filter. I'll need to find a replacement.
Ну-ка, если мы вот этому пассажиру покуфать
That
дадим.
won't do any good. Both consoles blew up. First Novax, then... The console is beyond repair. We'll have to find another way to pilot the ship.
То ли я что-то не заметил, то ли я что-то не понял. Клей, блин, не набирается.
It's an endless desert.
Да, я тоже хочу на пляж. Даже что с чем совместить?
That doesn't need leverage. That doesn't need fitting together.
Try and get those containers out of the way in the cargo bay.
А так,
I don't want to put that there. The containers are blocking the way.
а ну если так.
I'll need something with good leverage to move these containers. I moved the containers out of the way with the steel rod. No use climbing it. The upper walkway is blocked. There's a small crack behind that bulkhead.
Да что же он весь в пробоинах корабль-то? А ну-ка.
I don't want to put the mask on that. I should use the control panel to open the door. The control panel that opens the rear loading door is acting up. The circuit must have been overloaded when I restored power to the ship. Maybe I can override it.
Так,
It's empty.
пусто. Пусто, пусто.
I should use the control panel to open the door.
Хорошо. А может нам сюда? Так. Надо попробовать восстановить вентиляцию. Вентиляция у нас в медицинском отсеке.
That's a good idea, except the ventilator and the gas mask don't fit perfectly. I don't want to put the mask. I've done my share of analyzing for today.
Для предметов немерено, а мозг у меня не работает. Промышленный надоклей.
One firecracker will be enough, I think. It's full of fine leather jacket. One herring will be perfectly enough.
А сюда не наберется.
I can't fill that with nano glue. I can't fill that with nano.
А сюда.
I could carry some of the nano glue around in that, but I need something I can use.
Интересно, есть мне наноклей или нет? Я когда зеленую хрень набирала, она что-то показала.
That's a good idea, But parts of the glue gun are still missing, so it doesn't work yet. That doesn't require carbon. I can't use...
Сюда не
I
наберусь.
can't fill that with nano glue.
Вот это
That doesn't need fitting together. It's empty. The control panel that opens the rear loading door is acting up. The circuit must have been overloaded when I restored power to the ship. Maybe I can override it.
Интересно, может рация
Feel
что-то
that drain
спросит?
into your hands in hibernation chamber with some liquid.
Какая-нибудь жидкость?
I already have some of the fluid. I don't want to put that there. I don't want to put that there.
Разве что вот эта жидкость. Ого, помогло.
I've poured the beer down the drain. It's filled up, and now there's something floating in it. What a waste of a perfectly horrible can of beer.
Так, головка. Это хорошо. Так, а тут пробоина.
The glue has sealed the breach almost instantly. The breach is sealed.
Это хорошо. А больше
I
наполнителя?
already took all the glue I need.
Я понял. И тут у нас
The glue has sealed the breach almost instantly. The breach is...
Так. Это уже радует.
The glue has sealed the breach almost instantly. That won't do any good.
Так, уровень.
I can't turn on the ventilator because I've taken out the CO2. The readout says that the carbon dioxide levels in the ship are too high.
Поддержка. Это все не работает. Прекрасно.
The breach is...
I think you have the materials to rig a replacement CO2 filter.
That doesn't need wrapping into insulation foil. That won't make the mask airtight.
Это что ли?
That doesn't require carbon.
Мне нужен любую цилиндрическую деталь. Это что?
I can't use that to replace the fuel cell's transformer.
Это явно не цилиндр.
That doesn't need any scooping up. There's nothing more here. I already have some of the fluid.
Все, я сюда обратно приперся. Так.
Good thinking, except there's nothing covering the back of the gas mask, so the gas would just leak out.
А так. Ну и как мне его герметичным сделать? Ну, только так. А так ложил нифига.
The gas mask will serve as a temporary CO2 filter. I'll just have to turn the ventilation.
Сейчас мы так и сделаем. Сейчас мы все включим. Всех включим.
The readout says that the CO2 levels are starting to normalize throughout the ship.
Так.
Once you fix the control panel in the cargo bay, you're ready to go.
В грузовом отсеке можно идти дальше.
The control panel that opens the rear loading door is acting up. The circuit must have been overloaded when I restored power to the ship. Maybe I have overridden the controls with the electric wires, and the control panel is open, says me.
Свершилось чудо.
This is Novak. I see you're about to go out into the desert. Now listen, try to take care of yourself. You're my only chance of getting off this planet alive.
I appreciate your honesty. Now, do you have anything to say, or did you just call to piss me off?
Just a recap of what we need. A full energy cell and a spare injector for the reactor. Plus some sort of replacement for the nutritional fluid of the hibernation system.
I knew all that. You really do like to play captain, don't you?
I don't have to play it. I am the captain. Okay. I uploaded the coordinates of that other ship to your suit, plus some terrain data.
Okay, thanks. I'll get back to you when I have something. Pal out.
Пачах. Войти на корабль. Смотреть песок.
There's no oxygen in the atmosphere. It looks like the sand contains high concentrations of saltpeter.
Она мне нужна?
Let's not bury things in the sand, okay?
Ну ладно. Ну Morningstar, да, вот у меня сюда все правильно.
Bow to Novak.
Yes, what is it?
Are these coordinates right? I don't see a shipwreck here.
No, you're still several clicks off.
Oh, come on, man. Where am I then?
Hang on, I'll check the terrain data. Uh-huh. It looks like there's a gorge that's several miles long. You'll have to get across it in order to reach that ship.
Can I go around?
Nah, that would take days. Try to find a path that's not too deep. Or build a bridge for all I care. Just get across.
Если то сделать,
Easy for you to
не
say.
знаю что.
Just figure something out.
Will do. Pow out.
Так, идти в пустыню. Так, ущелье.
I can't go there until I find a way to get across.
А ну, да.
I'm almost certain that this is not a naturally occurring phenomenon. They seem to be made out of some sort of smooth stone, stand about twice as tall as I do, and I already took all the insecticide I need.
Чего?
I already took all the insecticide I need. It's a massive stone pillar. If my eyes don't deceive me, it's slightly taller than the distance between the two sides of the gorge. Several stones are loose.
I know it sounds crazy, but can't you use that pillar at the gorge as a bridge? All you need to do is move the loose stones at the bottom of it. Blow it up for all I care.
Could work. I'll look into it. It's too wide. I can't even. The bridge was torn down. I don't think I can use it to get down to the ledge. The If I'm going to move this thing, I'll need more than simple tools.
Необычные инструменты. А у меня, елки-палки, только обычные. Так, ущелье.
I can't go there until I find a way to get across that gorge. That's funny. The damage doesn't look as bad from out here. Anyway.
Уж послали, так послали.
There's a corpse on the ledge. Poor guy must have fallen down there when the bridge was destroyed. I can see a cargo container too. There's a corpse on the ledge. Poor guy must have fallen.
Что я могу сделать?
It's too dark down there. I can't see a thing. If I throw something down there, it has to be something that emits light.
Так.
The bridge was torn down. I don't think I can use it to get down to the ledge. The remaining...
Так, мозг обратно отключился. Так.
Examine the sand near our ship.
Опа. Тя. Тонкий намек, понял.
I've got enough saltpeter.
Селитра есть, это хорошо. В детстве мы с селитрой немного баловались. Фугасная бутылка из-под молока совдеповского, полбутылки селитры и одеколон. Шипор тройной любой. Тряпочкой затыкается, и чем быстрее бросишь, тем лучше. И как можно дальше.
If I'm going to move this thing, I'll need more than simple tools.
I'm no bomb expert, but you've got carbon in the filter, saltpeter in the sand, and sulfur in the insecticide. Mix those, and you've got yourself some gunpowder. Maybe you
Понял,
can
я
use...
химию плохо в школе учил. Так. Так, спичек у меня нет.
I've placed the CO2 filter with the gunpowder in it at the base of the pillar.
А я молодец.
Wow, I must admit, I did not expect that. This one already has the remains of the bridge tied to it. Unfortunately, I can't go down to the ledge on this.
Вот так мы ее сейчас отвяжем.
I can't go down until I have rope or something I can tie onto the free pylon. I wouldn't dare use the remains of the bridge. Whatever I do, I'd better do it on the other pylon.
А если так?
Whatever I do, I'd better do it on the other pylon. Whatever I do, I'd better do it on the other pylon. Powder Novak, are you seeing this?
Yep, looks bad. It seems to have been ripped apart. It's possible they were caught in the same gravitational disturbance as we. But this looks like a Taurus-class cruiser, the big sister of our Morningstar.
Yeah, about that anomaly. Did you scan for it?
Yep, but the computer is unable to pinpoint its location. All we know it's somewhere on this planet, and we need to get rid of it to take off. Otherwise, we'd be doing this all over again.
Got it. I'll take a look around inside. Maybe I can find out what happened to these people.
Что ж, ух ты. корпус, название.
It says Armstrong. It must have been an attack cruiser, but this gun array is now useless. The ship was torn in half by the gravitational forces.
Look around in that cruiser wreck.
Шкафчик.
It's a so-called micro-lock. Works without electricity on a molecular level. Very hard to hack. I'll need the original pass.
Здесь у меня настоящий провод.
That's the wrong card.
Не та, так не та.
That's the wrong card.
Все, больше тут нечего осматривать. Песок.
As I said, it gets in everywhere. It's a so-called micro-lock. Works without
Ну, сохраним, конечно.
I don't want to go back there. It looks dangerous, what with the ship being torn in half and all. The control panel has no power. The wiring has rusted, so there's no way out. The door is stuck. I think it's the height.
See if you can go deeper into the UNS Armstrong.
The control panel has no.
Это хорошо. Это Заргут. Это Заргут. Так, а ну-ка, ущелье.
Whatever I do, I'd better do it on the other pylon.
Хорошо.
The cable is tied firmly to the pylon. I can now rappel down, but the cable's only long enough.
Сейчас обратно накидает предметов. Все.
It's a large boulder. I can almost go around it to the back of the wall. I don't want to put that on.
Так.
I don't want to put that on the boulder.
See if you can go deeper into the UNS Armstrong.
Ну, могу, я проник уже, грубо говоря.
The ship was torn in half by the gravitational.
Че, рыбу?
It'll take more than that to break the panel. That shot has melted the control panel and the control mechanism behind it, but the door is still. That shot has melted the control panel and the control.
Сила, сила.
I managed to force the door open with the rod, without the hydraulics holding it in place.
Так. И что мы тут имеем? Двигатель. Трупинг. Сохраняет все виды информации, такие как данные миссии, голосовые записи. В карте хранятся записи системного журнала. Во время миссии 4.0 Кон Армстронг совершил аварийную посадку на второй планете Бета-Лебедя. Компьютер не подлежит ремонту, все данные утеряны. Время 02:12. Мы потеряли наш корабль. Чего где там? Капитан Моранис послал 2 команды, чтобы разведать местность на возможное убежище. Так, ну что ж ты так кидает его? Так, 03:20. Разведывательная команда Альфа сообщает, что встретила нечто, которое они именовали как старые каменные головы. Время миссии. 03:46. Капитан с оставшимся экипажем покинул развалины, направившись в направлении расположения команды Бета. Я остался, чтобы собрать рабочий генератор и снятые детали Армстронга. Младший лейтенант Мэтт стоит в карауле. Время миссии 05:12. Капитан и его команда разбили лагерь. Координаты прикреплены к этой записке. Что-то их не вижу. Ну ладно. Так, после наступления темноты капитан не отозвался. От команды Альфа не слышно ни слова. 10:21. Мэнс только что запросил по рации помощи. Я выдвинулся ему навстречу. 10:22. Мэнс мертв. Я собираюсь вернуться в сооружение и запереться. 14:59. От реактора исходит сильное излучение. Я очень боюсь выходить наружу. 18:12. Радиация продолжает расти.
This log contains the coordinates of a camp in that canyon.
Это хорошо.
This is where the plasma is injected into the engine. These couplings tend to jam, so I can't detach it by hand.
Фент.
I've removed the coupling. The plasma He has nothing more on it.
Что дневник у меня остался? А, ну да. Точно здесь больше ничего нет. Двигайте, шмигайте.
This log contains a
Мы пришли в лагерь. Ух ты. Ну что, слева направо и сверху вниз.
creepy as always. It's as if it were standing guard. But I'm sure that
Капитан разбил нас на группы, чтобы спасти все из корабля. Я вынесу, что было на складе оружия, устал, мы заработали 2 часа отдыха. Спокойно. Мы отправились с капитаном искать Перси, корабль слишком опасен для проживания, плохо защищен. Мы разбили лагерь, обнаружили в обнаруженном каньоне. Тут какая-то странная каменная голова. Команда Альфа тоже видела одну такую. По всем направлениям капитан отправил разведчиков. Я остался охранять лагерь. Мы получили от капитана сигнал бедствия. Мы расположились около лагеря. Он сообщил о нападении. Я отправляю спасателя после того, как все команды вернутся. Все команды вернулись, я собрал группу добровольцев, чтобы отыскать капитана. На нас напали. Мы попали в засаду, и нас атаковал неопознанный истребитель. Он был похож на какой-то реактивный истребитель. У нас один пострадавший. Мы похоронили Сунга. Мы заняли оборонительные позиции. На нас снова напали. На этот раз их было больше. Отбиться будет непросто.
this log mentions a distress call that one of their crew sent out from a crater. That He has nothing else on him. It's broken beyond repair. I have no use for it. It's a grave.
Могилка. Тут вроде как ничего нету.
Its lid is all bent up and crooked. It looks like it took a shot or was dropped from up high.
Понятно, где моя любимая.
It won't fit in the crack. I need something thinner.
Тоньше только
I can
это.
push the shovel head into the crack, but
Тонкий намек
the
понял.
rod is too thick. It doesn't fit into the shovel head.
Что ж тогда тебе надо? Мармелада, шоколада. Попробуем вот этим.
The screwdriver is not strong enough.
Ну, лучше
I
это.
can't use that to pry the lid open.
Где? И не видно.
It won't fit in the crack. I need something thinner. Nothing there. Nothing there. The tent pole is too thin. It won't be able to handle the torque.
Конечно, у нас есть запчасти. Тонкий намек понял.
He has nothing more on him. It's broken beyond repair.
See if you can locate that distress beacon which is mentioned in that Marine's log.
Ну хорошо.
That's still a huge area to cover on foot. I won't go there until I know exactly where the distress call is coming from.
Уж послала так послала.
Nothing there. Everything else in it is smashed. He has nothing else on.
Так, что-то я не понял, что от меня требуется.
See if you can locate that distress beacon which is mentioned in that Marine's log.
А если мы вот так вот
I
сделаем?
don't want to locate that. I already know where it is.
Что ты не хочешь? Ну я в лагере.
That's still a huge area to cover on foot. I won't go there until I know.
Тут вроде все.
I don't want to go back there. It looks dangerous, what with the ship being torn in half and all.
Шкафчики. Фоторамка.
It's a so-called micro-lock. Let's not bury things in the sand, okay?
Тут я уже был.
He has nothing.
Ну, тут ни черта нет. Так, мозг обратно отключился. Чин-чин-чин-чин.
That's still a huge area to cover.
Как?
He has nothing. It's broken beyond repair. He has nothing else on him. He has nothing else on him. Everything else. He has nothing else on him.
See if you can locate that distress beacon which is mentioned in that Marine's log.
Так а как им пользоваться?
I have located a distress beacon at that small crater.
Так. Ух ты. Что это такое?
There's hundreds of these things, and they're all facing that ledge. Okay, I'm officially declaring this the creepiest thing on the planet.
Наверное, это как-то так. Так. Наверное, как-то так. Сервопривода там.
It's a massive steel door.
Что?
There's nothing else there. It's a massive steel door, and it's shut, of course.
Как мне... вот.
Man, this door is huge. Something tells me
А это что такое? Обломки. Еще что-то.
that could work, but I'm not doing anything until I have some idea about what's inside.
Так,
Search that corpse near the crater.
возле крана. Понял. Тонкий намек, понял. Это, блин, люблю я бегать туда, сюда, туда, сюда. Плазма. Я так понимаю, это плазма-шмазма где-то тут. Нет?
You should try exploring the gorge even deeper.
Еще не глубже. Так, кратера, шматера.
It's a massive steel door, and it's shut, of course. I removed the servo controller, but everything else is busted. Man, this door is huge. Something tells me I'm gonna... That won't help me figure out what's inside. I can't fill up the flare's plasma tank with that. I don't want to attach the wires to that.
А если так?
That won't help me figure out what's inside. There's nothing else I can use here. These parts came from a metal structure or device. They have hardly any damage on them.
А что значит глубже его исследовать?
There's hundreds.
Понятно.
You should try exploring the gorge even deeper.
That could work, but I'm not doing anything until I have some idea about what's inside. I don't want to put that there.
Так.
I don't want to put that there.
Мой любимый гаечный
I don't
ключ.
want to put that there.
Идти по уступу спуститься. Мозг обратно отключился. Мне надо закурить каменные головы.
Man, this door is huge. Something tells me I'm gonna get answers in there.
Что ж мне надо сделать? Это не двигается. Наверное, мне надо куда-то сюда. Валун. Валун.
I have tied the rope around the boulder.
Живой мозг
I've got the
включился.
rope in place, but it's still too dark down there. There's nothing else there. I've got the rope in place. I would, but the plasma flare is not working.
Так, пустой плазменный. Где мне плазму взять?
That's funny. The damage doesn't look as bad from out here. Anyway, there's no point in going back there until I have a charged power cell. There's no oxygen in the atmosphere. It's beyond repair.
Так.
I don't want to put that there.
Так, лагерь. Может, все сюда, вот
I don't think so.
так. А вот это вот. Не поможет.
That doesn't need any scooping up.
Последний шоу вот это могу попробовать.
I can't use that to replace the fuel cell's transformer.
О, я допил даже. Аж закурить надо. Так, и куда? Его щели.
I have activated the plasma flare and have thrown it down over the edge.
Я сейчас.
He has nothing. It's glowing nice and red.
И что теперь?
Great. All the rope I want, now that I don't need it anymore.
Так.
Trying to scan the entrances at the crater.
Входы в кратер. Просканировать. Где сканер? Вот сканер.
The scanner's not picking up anything from inside. Either there's nothing in there, or it's pretty well shielded. The scanner's picking up gravitational fluctuations from the other side of the door. I need to get inside to find out more.
Только так.
Okay, but let's find a detonator for the charge first.
Детонатор для взрывчатки. Смешно. А это не
That
будет?
doesn't need timing.
Детонатор. Детонатор, шметонатор. Нужен таймер.
I've attached the armed detonator to the door and started the countdown, but I'd better go.
Ну, конечно. Ну вот и отошли. Очень большая
Novak,
дверь.
this is Pal. Do you read?
You're breaking up a bit, but I hear you.
I might be onto something. I found a large structure with a generator inside. It's huge, and it's making me feel dizzy. Something's wrong with the gravity in here. I think this might be the source of the anomaly, an immense gravity well or something.
I've been scanning the surface for hours, but I found nothing.
I think this is putting out a lot more than our sensors can handle.
Ah, I see now. This gravitational thing is confined like a tunnel, and both we and the Armstrong went through it. I think we might have skimmed it, but they got torn right in half. Listen, I'll plot a safe course and set up the autopilot to get us out of here.
Plot that course, and I'll get back to you as soon as I have the power cell plus the hibernation fluid. I'll disable this gravity generator just in case our tunnel theory is wrong. I hope these weird stoneheads won't mind. They look creepier and creepier. Actually, they look just like you, Novak.
Just shut up and get to work.
Как всегда, просто заткнись. Арбайтинг. Что это?
This is where the immense gravitational field is created. I get
Так, я тут все осмотрел. Дверь. Выйти в кратер. А дверь куда нас?
It's 3 symbols, similar to those I've seen on the consoles.
Так, еще одна дверь.
Okay, that never happened before, and it creeped the hell out of me.
что-то сделать надо. Так, я
This
пока
table
пока
and its lighting has a striking resemblance to an There's a blob floating in the storage cylinder. This device looks almost identical to the one in the generator room, only this one is about 100 times smaller. The contents of each cylinder seem to be floating in midair, so this could be some sort of anti-gravity generator. It's two alien symbols. I think they show the status. The symbols displayed on this unit look different from the other ones. The rest of the units seem to be running. It's three symbols, similar to those.
Enter the code for the solar system and the code for off into the storage console.
Так, ладно, это мы тут побывали, а тут...
Holy crap, that looks like a human skeleton floating in there.
У меня память речи, я забыл. П1ИГ. Все как бы. Или еще что-то.
It doesn't seem...
Enter the code for the solar system and the code for off into the storage console.
It's three...
А что сделать-то надо?
There are three symbols on this energy cable. They are similar to those on the console. I think this is a status display. The bottom markings are identical to those on the power cable.
Ну и... Что?
Enter the code for the solar system and the code for off into the storage console.
Да я знаю, какой код Солнечной системы. Не, мы так не договаривались.
I wonder what these guys want with Earth.
А вот это похоже, походу. Очень похоже.
I wonder what these guys want. That's odd.
Ну, походу.
I wonder what these guys want with Earth. I think this is a status display. The bottom markings are identical.
Enter the code for the solar system and the code for off into the storage console.
Код звездной системы, отключение. Ага, вот так вот. Ну ладно. Бля. Хоть прям зарисовывай.